levels. No fellow with rebels. Some digging with shovels. They digging real deep.
Some humble, they hearken, they listen, they meet.
Some praise the Most High 7 days of the week.
Some put in that work and go teach in the streets.
Some just come to take up the air that we breathe.
Some come just to take up the space that we need. Their spiritual levels, they come in all shapes and sizes, there's several.
Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war.
What? Read that again.
Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war.
So God said the Israelites are his battle axe, his weapon of war. Now you might find a problem with that, man. If you're in a Christian church, you probably never heard that scripture, man.
That's right.
You probably never heard God saying his people is a battle axe and weapon of war, because you so stuck thinking this guy is the one that's gonna come back and save you, man. You believe this guy coming with roses and dandelions and candies, right? Talking about peace for everyone with Christ. The Christ in his Bible said he came not to bring peace, man.
That's right.
But a sword, man. So who is he going to use for that sword? His people. What's up, man? You believe in the Bible? What you believe in? Great, man. What do you believe in?
Evolution.
Evolution? You believe in evolution?
Yes.
Can you prove evolution?
It's been proven many times over again.
How would you prove
If you
it?
do not want to examine the evidence.
No, I want to examine evidence.
Willful ignorance.
Can we go over it? Let's go over it. So what? Let me rephrase this. So do you believe that humans today, Homo sapiens, derived from an earlier type of human, or earlier like a
prosimian? Yes.
Okay, so like a gorilla or something.
Prosimian. No. Gorillas, chimpanzees evolved from the same prosimian.
Okay, all right.
It takes many generations. Many. It's hard for the human mind to fathom.
Okay, so
Incremental changes happen.
okay,
Over many generations.
Okay, so
that you cannot detect.
okay, so where can we find? If you're saying that's true, we should be able to find something in the
There's
transition.
all kinds of transitional species
Can
out there.
you
You gotta
name
go to
one?
the museum. I don't have them on me.
So you can't show. I want to see a species that's like a human, like something that's not fully
DNA
human,
brother.
but transitioned
The
into
DNA, don't take my word for it, check it out for yourself.
Okay.
The DNA between a human being and a chimpanzee is closer than that between a crocodile and an alligator. Crocodile and alligator evolved many millions of years ago. Therefore, they had a much longer time to diversify.
Okay, but
DNA, even though they look alike.
But just because the DNA is the same doesn't mean that they come from each other. Just because the DNA similarities doesn't mean they come from each other. So you have confidence in science. So
I was born a Catholic and I received all the sacraments except baptism.
well, we don't believe in Catholicism.
Why not?
But because it's fake and it's madness and it's not the truth. What you're here looking
Do you
at
guys
is the
think the
truth.
rapture's gonna come?
No, we don't believe in the rapture. That's false Christianity. What we believe is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Actually, I'm glad you brought blacks up because the first man that ever evolved in Africa, we all evolved from black men. Every human being on this planet is related. I'm related to him.
You've never proved that evolution. How can you prove the evolution? If you believe in something, you should be readily prepared to give an answer. You should be ready to convince
I believed in
people.
evolution.
How?
Before it existed. First time I dissected an animal and I took it apart and I seen the rib cage and spinal cords and all the organs in the same spot. Well, man, we got to be related in some way.
So you don't take that as proof of a creator. You take that as proof as in.
No, let's put it this way. There's not enough compelling proof of a creator.
Okay.
When there is, I will believe.
There's not enough
Just
compelling
because
proof.
a book that was written 2,000 years ago, a lot of those guys were warlords in there too that wrote them.
It were books way before
Those
2000.
books were penned by mankind.
Okay, so the books you believe in, were they written by mankind?
Yes, but they're backed up by.
They're backed up by fact. Right. So can you prove? So you believe in planets and such, and universes and such? You believe in that?
Yeah.
All right. Can you prove that? Are you just gonna base off pictures you've seen and off video evidence?
When 99% of the scientists say yes, I'm pretty much going to put my trust.
Well, 99% of the people in the Bible put their trust in this, and you just invalid. You just totally disannul the Bible.
I've read a lot of the Bible.
You don't know what's going on in there, man. You don't know what's going. What the Bible is about.
It actually says the Bible. If you were to rape an underage girl and pay her father so many pieces of silver, you have to marry her.
Yes.
I think that's bad.
Well, show me.
That's bad advice.
Let's test your wisdom. Show me that in the Bible. Ready, set, go.
I have to look at it.
So you don't really know what you're talking about, man. You don't really know what so look, what the Bible's about is that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true children of God, we are the true children of Israel. Whether you believe it or not, you probably don't believe it at all.
Well, I would think, you know what, it would be more honest to say that we're all children of God since we're all related.
How can we all give me Romans 9.
You say you never hear.
How can we all be the children
But
of
if
God?
we did, that's what I would say.
No, is there any you just said we're all related, but is there separations between different sects of humans?
No.
There's no difference between you and me, you and I.
No.
We don't have any genetic differences. We don't have any
They're minuscule.
physical differences.
Let's put it this way.
They're minuscule.
Black man and a white man, or a black man and a Chinese woman can reproduce.
Okay.
If they couldn't, they wouldn't be the same species.
Okay. A lion and a tiger can reproduce.
Under the right circumstances.
Okay.
In the wild, that's very rare. They got to do it in test.
But okay, bring that up. You said that everyone's the children of God.
Chapter 9, verse 7.
Right.
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham,
Right.
are they all the children,
Right.
but in Isaac shall my seed be called.
God had Isaac for a seed to be called. Through Isaac came Jacob. Can you read?
That is, that which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God.
Everyone outside of that lineage, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is not the children of God. You cannot be the children of God because God ordained who the children of God would be. Now, and you probably ain't gonna believe in it because you believe in all these universes and things you never seen for yourself. But take man's words for it, man. You take what if 100 scientists told
scaling.
you, yeah, come deal with it, man.
What did he say?
He says it's called scaling. I don't know what he's talking about. But what? I mean, how do you come to your
I know it was
conclusion?
Copernicus. He was chastised, I think, in prison by the church because he said the earth revolves around the sun, not the other way around. He used science to prove that.
No, how do you prove that? Prove it.
You don't believe the earth revolves around the sun?
No. No.
You believe this earth is the center of the universe?
Yeah. Yeah. Look, you prove it. Prove your statements. Prove it.
I know right now.
For a scientific guy, for someone that believes in observations, what you believe in, why are they called theories? What is a theory mean? Alright, so the evolution.
Theory is just a moniker.
So evolution it's a theory, right? Evolutional theory, right?
Why do they got horns on Jesus?
Because it is a Jesus.
What Jesus didn't look like that.
Yeah, okay, so that's why we got horns on him. Yeah.
You know what I find striking in the Bible? Jesus was a very important person, but there's no place where it says what he looks like.
Listen to this.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We're gonna go in the Bible. Listen to this. We're gonna bring it out. Revelation 1:14. Bring it out.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 39.
Listen to
It
this.
says all flesh is not the same
So
flesh.
God is telling you all flesh is not the same flesh. Right, can you read?
But there is one kind of flesh in men,
There's one kind of flesh for men. Right, can you read?
another flesh of beasts,
Another flesh for beasts. That means they didn't come from beasts. Can you read?
and it
put a
says
pig on it.
another of fish,
And another what?
and another of fish.
And another of fish. That means you didn't have, because you know in the evolutionary theory, they have men starting in the waters, right? You understand that, right?
No, the first organism started.
So you have like a mermaid sort of type of man.
The first animal with a spine.
Okay, so animals started in the water. What did the humans today descend from the animal that came out of the water?
Well, there was many things between that.
Yeah, that's a cop-out, man. That sounds good to say. Because you don't got to deal with
How
it.
do you know I'm not here to
Keep reading.
test your faith?
It says, and another of birds,
And then what?
and another of birds.
That means we didn't come from damn birds
Birds of
quacking
all
around.
dinosaurs. They went down a different land.
We didn't come from them.
Did you ever see
Keep reading.
the Archaeopteryx?
Sit on that.
All right,
Have
bring
you
it
ever
up.
seen the Archaeopteryx?
You said there's not a
fossil?
you said there's not a description of Christ in here. We're gonna show you what Christ looks like according to the Bible. Bring it up.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
What does revelation mean? What does
I'm
revelation
going
mean?
to tell you something.
Yeah, so revealing, right?
Revealing.
So this is the revealing of Jesus Christ, right? Get verse 14.
Verse 14.
Or 13. You can start at 13.
13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of
You
Man.
call Jesus Christ. Keep read.
clothed with a garment down to his foot,
He had a garment on. Keep reading.
and girdle about the purpose with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle
It tells you
on.
he's
Keep,
wearing, not
hold on,
what he
keep,
looks
hold
like.
on. It's finna tell you. Keep
His
reading.
head and his hair was white like wool.
What you said? Read that again.
His head and his hair was white like
Man,
wool.
in the description, man.
hair was white?
His hair was white and woolly. Is that woolly hair?
White as snow.
And it was white as snow. Keep reading.
And his eye was as a flame of
And
fire.
his eyes was a flame of fire. Keep reading.
And his foot like unto fine
And
brass.
I'm gonna get into no. Listen.
And his foot like unto fine brass.
Every book you believe in is written by a man.
Yeah, but
What, show me one book that wasn't written by man. Find it. Ready, set, go.
there's none.
There is none. Now, if we're gonna deal with books written by man, is there certain books that's superior to other books? If I can show you some, see, this is how we show the Bible over all the books you believe in. We can go into prophecy. We can show you something God said thousands of years ago, and we can show it coming to pass. You can't show that with your scientific
See all
books.
those prophets on TV saying Donald Trump was going to get reelected.
Those are not the real prophets.
Kenneth Copeland
Those are
and those guys. You know who those guys
You're getting
are?
confused.
The prophets.
We don't believe in
false prophets.
Christianity. We don't believe in Christianity. We don't believe in the false prophets. We are the true children of God out here in the last days to wake our people up and to show you. And to show. Oh yeah, it's tenacity. We're not trying to convince you. You're gonna see it with your eyes, as it is written. And it's gonna be a beautiful day because you know God is against people. You think God's for everyone? Yeah, well, that's a good statement you made right there. Keep reading.
As it burned in the oven.
So his feet was like brass as it burned in the oven. So his feet was like unto color to fine brass. Now, have you ever seen burnished brass? Burnished brass is in a complexion like you see right here before your eyes, right? So he has burnished brass, and he's got woolly hair that was white. Not this guy. This guy is named Cesare Borgia, who you learned in Pope. Who you learned from your Catholic priest is not found anywhere in the Bible.
That stuff.
Right, but you believed it at some point.
No.
So you never believed it.
Back in my mind, I always questioned.
So you telling me?
stuff.
Okay, but you back in your mind, you question.
My grandmother used to say the rosary.
But you made it all the way.
More than an implement to do a chant.
But you made it all the way.
Reoccurred saying over and over. I don't see how that serves a God.
You made it all the way to the last. What is it called?
I had to because I went to grade school and high school and college.
So you didn't really believe it?
No.
But you believe in your
I thought
science.
it was absurd back then. I think it's even more absurd now.
And I think your science is absurd. And look, I believe Catholicism is absurd.
This bike is made by science.
This bike is made by science.
These
The bike was made by. You're in for a big wake-up call, man.
Those phones are that's science right there.
We're gonna see.
That is science.
We're gonna see who brought it together. This morning.
I gotta go.
Go ahead. Look out what you got.
All right.
All right, man. Look. Give me Revelation 13 and 10. We're gonna leave you off with this. The last.
I hope the rapture comes. That'll be an event we're seeing.
We don't believe in the rapture.
No, but I want.
We don't believe in the rapture. We don't believe in this. We don't believe in this guy coming back and all the believers getting saved before the tribulation.
I hear this all the time. Once you understand why you reject every other God, you'll understand why you reject yours.
Oh, okay. Bring
Like
it up.
Muhammad. You want is that one of your gods?
Yeah, Revelation 13, 10.
Muhammad, is that one of your gods? Why do you reject
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
You got an ear. Now hear this. Keep reading.
He that lead into captivity shall go into
So
captivity.
let's deal with science, like you like to say. Has the we can even do history, and if you want to say science, whatever. Right? What happened to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here in America?
Well, the blacks were brought over by slaves.
Right? So
the Indians were slaughtered. Well, actually, germ warfare killed a lot of the Indians because the British had diseases that they were immune to.
Okay.
The Indians got exposed to them and killed them. And the Spanish, that's kind of, the Alamo and all that other stuff.
Okay, so now, what if I was to say that God had a chosen people, and these people were the chosen people, according to prophecy in the Bible, right?
I would say God shouldn't play favorites.
No, well, He does.
They should.
Give me Deuteronomy 7:6.
I don't think
See,
that's right.
this is you imposing your will on God.
No, I can't.
Do you think certain?
I couldn't worship a man
Do you,
that plays
okay,
favorites.
all right. Do you think
A being that plays
Do you think
favorites.
certain flowers are more prettier than other flowers?
That's not the point.
Do you have your favorite
You're comparing
art
apples
or your favorite music?
I don't think one.
Do you
human
choose
being-
music?
I do not think one human being is superior to another one in any way, shape, or form.
All right, God does. Bring it out. Deuteronomy 7:6.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Right?
But thou art a holy people until the Lord thy God.
Holy means separate, set apart. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special
The Israelites are special people. Hold on, listen to this one last part of it. Keep reading.
unto himself,
Right?
above all people.
No, everyone's equal.
Above all
No,
people.
everyone's the same.
Above all people.
God said the Israelites are above
All people.
Oh,
that are upon the face
are
of
the
the earth.
Israelites
They're what?
the chosen ones?
Yeah, we're the chosen ones. You're
Are you
looking at the
Israelites?
Israelites, man.
You're
You're looking at the Israelites. And you're going to see in the last days, when your science fails, when everything else you believe
I
in
hope
fails,
so.
and this
I will sell my soul to Satan
and black,
that day.
you already sold your soul
I
to
hope
Satan.
so.
You already sold your soul to
No,
Satan.
I don't believe in that shit.
You are.
That's bullshit. I can say that because I don't believe.
When
I don't believe in no boogeyman.
it's a boogeyman coming down from the sky,
Let him
and his
come.
name is not to
Let
be
him
uttered.
come.
And he's finna come down,
He's not gonna
and all
take
your
me
buildings.
alive.
You like America?
Yeah.
You love America.
Well, some parts.
All right. So what you gonna do when this place? Do you think God? If there was a God, do you think God loves America?
More than in other countries? I would hope not.
Okay. So you say America's done some pretty damnable things, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, what do you think? And I told you, God's chosen people are these people. Now, God's chosen people. If God's chosen people are these people, and America gets this, and America is still holding these people in captivity, right? What do you think God's going to do when He sends His Son? If you don't believe in this, what do you think He's going to do to America? Oh man, it ain't looking too good. What's your name?
America like Joe. America like every
Your name's Joe?
empire is going to crush under its own weight. Just like the
Yeah.
Roman Empire,
Yeah.
just like all the other
Exactly.
ones. It will happen. It may not
Because no
happen in
kingdom,
my lifetime.
no
Your
kingdom
lifetime.
divided within itself is
But
going
it
to
will
stand.
happen. And that's what another country like Russia or China would do.
No.
in the world.
Who's going to stand up is going to be God's rulership after that. It ain't going to be no other country. It ain't going to be Russians ruling or America ruling. It's going to be us ruling. It's going to be the Israelites ruling. And we're going to rule over the earth forever and ever. We're going to be a kingdom that stands
Because this
forever.
same book predicted every kingdom after each other. This same book predicted the kingdom to rule one another before they even started ruling. Daniel had a dream, and he predicted that there were 4 kingdoms come out of the earth.
And break that down with your science.
And they came exactly like Daniel said, and they failed exactly like Daniel said. And after these kings set a kingdom of heaven, set up his kingdom.
Yeah.
And everlasting
Shall
not be destroyed.
not going to
I'm
be
gonna
destroyed.
leave you guys.
Give me
That's
Daniel
prophecy
12
right there.
I believe when
Daniel
you
12.
die.
Now listen to this, because you're an evildoer of the world, man.
I'm an
Psalm chapter
evildoer.
Psalm chapter 94, verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
What you're going to understand is,
You're calling me an evildoer.
yeah, you're an evildoer. You don't keep the commandments of God. You live your life off science, man. You live your life off.
I don't think I've
Do-
broken any.
Do you have morality? Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think
I think I've stolen.
do you think homosexuality is okay?
I don't have a problem.
You don't have a problem with it.
I
So,
don't engage in it, but I don't.
but you believe in science.
Yeah.
So if everyone was homosexual, what would happen to amendment?
We'd still find a way to read.
How the hell are you gonna reproduce with 2 men and 2 women?
Happens in the animal kingdom.
Come on now, man. This is what happened when your kingdom is in rule. You allow anything passes. Anything okay? Anything's okay because we believe in scientists. We believe what a bunch of weirdos in their
I don't
basement
think
came
people-
up with and wrote
I
books
don't
while they
think
was
people
high on
choose
damn
to be
methamphetamine.
homosexual,
That's what
right?
you believe in.
I don't think they choose to be.
Okay. You don't think they choose to be? Okay. All right. So you think it's natural?
Who would choose to be gay and get beat up in high school?
What?
That don't make any
All right,
sense.
bring it up.
I will say this.
Oh,
though.
who will stand
If
up for
that's
me
you, it'll
against the
happen so
workers of
fast.
iniquity?
So we're gonna stand
will
up for
not
you in the
have
workers
time
of
to be
iniquity.
disappointed. There's
Right?
no life
Bring it
after
up.
death.
But we're gonna leave
I
you out
gotta
of
go,
this.
gentlemen.
Daniel chapter 12, verse 1.
Listen to this.
See you
And
on
at the
the
time
house.
shall Michael
See you
stand
now.
up,
Hold on,
the
bring it
great
out again.
prince which standeth for his children,
And at that time shall Michael the archangel stand up. Keep reading.
for their people.
For who?
For their people.
Keep reading.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was nation, even to that same time.
Right, so it's a time coming where a time of trouble is coming, man. You're not gonna be able to ride your bike and cool and have fun and live your life over in America. It's a time of trouble coming to America, man. It's a time of pestilence. All the things you read in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, Revelation, the 18th chapter. These prophecies are finna come to pass, man. Keep reading.
And at that time their people shall be delivered.
Right.
Lamentation chapter 3, verse 24.
Right?
The Lord is my portion.
The what?
The Lord is my portion,
The Lord is our portion. Keep reading.
said my soul.
Right?
Therefore will I hope in him.
No hope in science.
Therefore will I hope in him.
No hope in this world.
Therefore will I hope in him.
No hope in religion.
Therefore will I hope in
That's
him.
the problem, man. We got a buckle, and we got something we stand on. And what we stand on is of old, man. What he stand on is a damn 1,000-year belief at the most, man. Not even that. I mean, you're talking about a matter of 500 years they believe these things that they believe today and accept this fact and teach in schools, man. Right? So you see here, they don't have, look, he believes in things of this world, man. His hope is in this science. His hope is in, even he said if all men were homosexuals and all women were lesbians, that somehow we would come up with something to recreate, continue humanity. Right? That's madness, man. And that's what his hope is in. His hope isn't in this truth. His hope isn't in the Most High. His hope isn't in commandments and laws and statutes, man. Keep reading.
The Lord is good unto them that wait for him.
The Most High is good to them that wait for him, man. It is waiting on the downfall of these heathen, waiting on the constantly walking in the ways of the Lord, repenting, turning from wickedness, and waiting on the Most High to send his son to get us the hell out of the rulership of devils like that, man.
That's right.
Keep reading.
To the soul that seeketh him.
To what?
To the soul that seeketh him.
No, seek science.
To the soul that seeketh him.
No, seeks the things of this world.
To the soul that seeketh him.
Seeketh the things after their own belly.
To the soul that seeketh him.
The Most High says he's going to be looking out to the soul that seeks him, man. He's going to care about that soul that seeks him, man.
That's right.
You got all these people, these jakes, you wonder why their life falling apart. You wonder why they don't, they're not blessing their deeds. You wonder why they get shot in the world, they get put down to death. That's because they're not seeking the Most High, man.
That's right.
They seek everything else, man. They seeking money, seeking riches, seeking fame, seeking popularity, vain glory. All the things in which there is no profit for, man. But when it comes to the Lord, they're not caring about no Lord. Hey, all these believers out here ain't got 1 minute for the Lord, man. Hey, brother, we actually got 1 second to hear the Lord. You believe in it, don't you? That's someone that doesn't seek the Lord.
That's right.
If you seek the Lord, yeah, hell yeah, I got 1 minute for the Lord.
That's right. Hold on, girl.
Exactly. Hold on. Hold on, BC 1000. Hold on. Man, she might, I don't know if he could did that to her, man. So she might with a 4-piece and hit her with a damn drop kick. Woo, I'm telling you. Keep reading.
All right, man. Verse 20. Verse 26. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Right, it's good for you to hope and to wait on. See, in this world, you talk that we believe in vain things. These people in the world, they act like we believe in vain things, man.
Exactly.
They think we're vain. Why are these Negroes out here this time of night talking about the Bible, talking about waking up their people, talking about this? The Most High said it's good for us to do these things and to continue to hope in the Lord, man. Because ain't too much hope left out here, man. Ain't too much people hoping in the Most High no more, man. Even these people that claim they're hoping in the Most High ain't got 1 second for them, man. Ain't got no time for them on their schedule, right? They choosing to celebrate birthdays over celebrating the Lord. Man.
That's right.
Keep reading.
It is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth.
Right?
He sitteth alone and keepeth silent, because he has bored it upon him.
Right, that's it on that. So it's good for a man to be raised up in his truth from his youth, man.
Exactly, man.
And to be of a man of understanding, to be silent and learn. Right? That's a good thing for you to do. Bring it out.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 6.
Right?
Yea, we're sold to a nation, not for your destruction.
We were sold to the nations, not for our destruction. The Most High didn't send us here. And you got a lot of jakes that say that, man. You got jakes say, oh, the Most High, why y'all want to serve this guy? He don't put you through captivity. You got a lot of people that's in the so-called black community that say that, man. You see them on the internet saying it all the time. Why y'all serve that guy that put y'all in the captivity and put all hell upon y'all, man? That's because the Most High, he didn't send us here for our destruction. If the Most High would destroy us, he would have did it a long time ago when we was in Egypt, man. And we was disobeying the hell out of him, man. When we was sitting there setting up calves and worshiping calves right after we got delivered out of the Red Sea. Right? Keep reading.
But because ye moved Yahweh to wrath.
And we have moved the Most High to wrath, man. We moved the Most High to wrath. That's why we were sold unto these nations, man.
Exactly.
That's why we was taught these lessons, man. That's why we got the heathen on our neck. This is why we have to rely on them. We have to go to their grocery store and go to their food establishment, man. And go and get our money from them and they bank services, man. And go and get our everything we get is from them. That's because the Most High said we disobeyed him and we gave him, we angered him, right?
He said, yea, were delivered unto the enemy.
We was delivered unto the enemies, right? Keep reading.
It says, for yea, provoke them that made you.
We did what?
It says, for yea, provoke them that made you.
We provoked the Most High that made us. Keep reading.
By sacrificing unto devils.
But doing what?
By sacrificing unto
By
devils.
sacrificing unto devils, man. By sacrificing unto these other gods, man. By doing the things in this world. How y'all doing? Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all got a second for the Lord?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we don't have a second for the Lord when he come for you, man. When he come for that tell, man. The Lord ain't gonna try to hear you then, man. See, people think the Lord is on their time, man. And you going off, man. And the Lord see it, man. And you know what's up. And your mama and your daddy probably been getting on you about that too. Bring it out, man.
It says, and not to your house.
And what?
And not to your house.
Right, they don't sacrifice it to the Most High. That's why these heathens that go out here and they keeping Thanksgiving are people they doing the same stuff, man. Keeping Thanksgiving, keeping Christmas, all that is sacrificing unto devils, man. You sacrificing unto these other gods, man. You sitting there eating food sacrificed to idols, right? Being partaking in these wicked days that worship damn devils, that worship false gods. That's the things that got us over here, man. And our people are still doing it, and that's why the judgment is still to see this day.
Precept.
Go ahead, Is some more on that? Go ahead,
Hosea chapter 13, verse 9.
Right.
O Israel, thou hast destroyed
The
thyself.
Most High says we destroyed ourselves. How have we destroyed ourselves? Because we continue to disobey the words of God. Right? And because we continue to disobey the words of God, the Most High said, the reason he said destroy, you see what, it's just like in the world, man. It's just like when you got your mother and your father, and you do something wrong. Say you go off. Say you was being bad as hell, and you lost your phone. Or you lost your damn, or you got your tail whooped, man. Your parent might say you did that to yourself, man. You did it to yourself because you didn't listen to what I told you to do. And it's the same way the Most High is telling us. We have destroyed ourselves. Why? Because the Most High gave us the commandments and the laws and the statutes, and we continue to be the people that are against those laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep reading.
But in me is their help.
But what?
But in me is their help.
And that's a great father to have, man. After all the rebellion we've done, he said, in me is thine help. He still got help for us, man. He still got a way out, man. And it ain't for the heathens. It ain't for the people of this world. It's for his children.
That's right.
And he still got a way out for you. He still got his hand out, like it says in Proverbs, the first chapter, out to his people. Read it out. You got a precept? Go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 10 and verse 21.
Right?
But to Israel he saith, all day long I have stretched forth my hand
Right?
unto a disobedient and gainsaying people.
And that's not talking about the Most High coming down from the third heaven and sitting out with his hand out here like this. That's not what that scripture's talking about, man. When it says the Most High is stretching out his hand, he set up prophets. He set up servants. He set up men out here in these last days, and through the whole process of time, where you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans can come back to your God. And we continue to cast them off. We continue to walk in the ways of the world, man.
That's right.
And so a lot of these saints going to have a serious judgment because the ones that had the truth before them, they're going to have a serious judgment, man. Right? The ones that heard the truth and rebelled against the truth. Right? And said, to hell with that truth, man. I ain't got no time for the Lord. Right? This morning. All right, come. Yeah, precept.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1.
Right.
O Israel, return unto the Lord their God.
Do what?
Return unto the Lord their God.
This is the Most High stretching out his hand unto you, and he's telling you to return to me. Right. Return to me. Right? Can you read?
For thou hast fallen by their iniquity.
But we are what?
For thou hast fallen by their iniquity.
Exactly what we were just reading about when we just said that we've destroyed ourselves. Right? We've destroyed ourselves because we've fallen by our iniquity, man. Give me Psalms 181 and 14 times a month. It might be 12. Start at 12 or 13. Yeah. Kiri.
Take with your words and turn to the Lord.
And do what?
Take with your words and turn to the Lord.
Turn to foolishness.
Turn to the
And
Lord.
that's what our people got to do. They got to turn to the Lord. How y'all doing, brother and sister? Y'all believe in the Bible?
Yes, sir.
You got a second for the Bible? You got a second for the Lord?
Hey, we'll get a flyer, man. Let me give you a flyer.
Now you gonna read that flyer, brother?
Hey, YouTube
Okay,
ads
brother.
on there. You can follow us on YouTube, all right?
All right, brother. Peace,
All right,
brother.
Be safe.
All right, brother. Put it up. Listen to me.
Say unto his,
Hey, come in the word, brother. We got something for you, brother. Are you just gonna act like you ain't hear me? Alright, the most I gonna act like he ain't hear you, nigga.
That's right.
Bring it out.
take with your words and turn to the Lord.
Read that again.
Take with your words and turn to the
I
Lord.
said, take with your words and turn to the Lord. Keep reading.
Say unto him, take away all iniquity.
Do what?
Take away all iniquity.
This is you repenting, man. This, you see here the difference between the Most High and these other religions and these philosophies. The Most High saying you should be trying to take away all iniquity. Praying to him for repentance, man. These other people ain't praying for repentance, man. They say they are, but yet they continue in this sin, man.
Psalms 81 and 11.
Very weak.
But my people would not hearken to my voice.
As it is written, the Lord's people will not hearken to his voice, man. They don't want to listen, man. They don't want to listen to what God's talking about, man.
Exactly, man.
He read.
And Israel would none of me.
With what?
Would none of me.
We just seen that. They don't want none of the Most High, man.
Well, none of it.
They don't want to hear no word. And this is what amazes me. This is what they teach us to do. This is what they want us to do. They want us off the streets. They want us to stop selling drugs, stop killing each other. And when you out here, you reading the Bible, they ain't got 1 second for a black brother out, black brothers and sisters, Hispanics, Native Americans out here reading the Bible and turning from their wicked ways, man.
Exactly.
And this is what they teach you they want you to do, man. Oh, we love for y'all brothers to get in the Bible and serve the Lord and change our ways. But they got a time to say, at least have a time to have a second to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, brothers down here. I'm trying to teach the word.
Man, that's madness, man.
Exactly.
And it show you that we dealing with the truth here. Because let us came with Christianity.
Yeah.
We have flocks up here, right? We have flocks out here saying and giving they false praises to the Lord.
That's right.
Verse 12. So I gave them up unto their own hearts lust.
Right, so the Most High gave us up into our own heart's lust. Where's our own heart's lust? Things that we want. He's still doing it today.
That's right.
Up here, the Most High is giving you up. You want to care about the things of this world? Go ahead. See where it gets you. Right? See where you end up, man. See where the end game is, man. This is like a lot of these rappers and a lot of these brothers and sisters out here trying to be something that they not, man. And the Most High is putting them out of the land of the living, man. The Most High is killing them, man. The reason the Most High is killing them because he's telling them the end game of that life. Yeah, you can get rich. You might be one of the brothers to get rich. You might make $1 million. You know, you shining with the diamonds and pulling up in the foreign cars, right? But what's all that to gain and lose your own soul and get gunned down and get shot?
That's right.
In the car, or get gunned down and get shot in the club, right?
I like Kobe.
Yeah. But to lose it all, man.
Lose it all. And your children behind it.
Yeah, come. Keep reading. And that's what's crazy, and that's what they tell you when you get in the game. When you get into doing things in the world, man. When you get deep into selling, they said, hey, you got to be ready to lose it all. You got to be ready to go to jail. You got to be ready to die. Who want to live their life like that, man? Is it worth it? And it's for you to find out. Go ahead, Doc.
And they walk in their own counsel.
And they did what?
And they walk in their own counsel.
And what walking in your own counsels means, you want to hear things that you want to hear. They want to hear what makes them feel good. And when we out here telling them the truth of the Lord, and it's bitter, and it's like, you telling me God don't love everybody, you telling me God has chosen people, we got to keep all these commandments. That's something they don't want to hear, man. That's why you see these prosperity preachers out here with millions of people in their church. Because they telling them what the people want to hear. They want to hear money. They want to hear riches and getting blessings in their job. They don't want to hear nothing about the Lord, man. They don't want to, the men in all these men out here, your Joel Osteen, these men don't even read the Bible. They get up there and they out there just talking out their own word. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 13. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me.
What did the Lord say?
Oh, that my people
will hearken unto me.
Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me. Most High saying this from the beginning. What if our people hearken unto the Most High? Right? You read?
And Israel had walked in my ways.
And Israel walked in his way. How y'all doing? Y'all want to believe in the Bible?
I believe in all that.
Come in the word then.
What Jake talking about? Jake tripping, ain't he, man?
Hey, come get a flyer at least, brother. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he like
I want to see that.
All right, brother. You know you God's chosen people according to the Bible?
Oh, I know that.
You know Mexicans are the real Israelites in the Bible? What are you?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, you be from the tribe of Ephraim. Hey, read that slide, brother. And you too, Judah. You too, brother in the front. All y'all. All right, man.
Verse 14. Verse 14. I should soon have subdued their enemies.
If we listen to the Most High would have subdued all our enemies. Like y'all, how y'all doing, brothers? Y'all believe in the Bible?
Come get a fire, man.
For the Lord? You got 1 second for something you believe in? You don't believe in it like that, brother. You ain't really like that. Because if you believe in it, you have a second for it. Brother, because we being real. We got to be real.
Gotta be real with you,
We
brother.
got to be real. You ain't really like that, brother.
He ain't built like that.
I should soon have subdued their enemies.
What?
I should soon have subdued their enemies.
And our people, they cry about how the so-called white man is all on top of them. They cry about all the things that are we so down bad. Yeah, you gotta work every day. Hey, the Most High would have subdued all your enemies if you listen to them, man. Right. Like, how would I say, look, how do you think all these so-called white men came and got big so-called African Americans, Hispanics, and Native Americans? That's because the Lord gave us up over to them, man. Right. There was no might in our hands, man. Yeah, you're offended, man. Because he know deep down, this is the thing about brothers, they get offended at stuff they know is true. He know deep down he ain't really like that, man. He ain't reading no Bible, man. He ain't really in them scriptures. Exactly. Come. Read it up.
And I should soon have subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries.
The Most High, instead of giving us all this hell, the Most High would have gave all them hell, man. And there's no way they would have been able to deal with us, man. Read about the scriptures when the Most High was with us. Read about, and you know, the Christians and people in this world, they probably won't let you read this. They probably read Exodus, man. Read Leviticus. Read Deuteronomy. Read Genesis. Read what God did for His people, man. Read what He was when He was with us before He turned His back on us, right? And read, nobody could do nothing against Israel, man, unless we went off, right? And even after we went off, the Most High was sort of kill that man. He would get rid of that man. Then He start dealing with us again. Right. So I'm telling you, man, they can do anything against us. You read David, how David would slay thousands of men, man. Thousands. Samson would come out there and with nothing.
With a dumpy jawbone.
Killing thousands. Hey, Samson wasn't 3'3". Samson wasn't no 5-foot brother, man. Right. Samson. yeah. Brother was to do that, man. You got the Lord with him, of course. But you know, the Lord blessed him in his deeds.